So this review is still underway, so I'm just going to briefly present on the background and gaps and where we're headed in terms of a review of supported accommodation for people released from prison. Supported accommodation can take different forms, ranging from group homes or halfway houses to scattered site housing programs, with support ranging from residential support services, case management, or therapeutic home visits or group programs. These services, which address the complex and reinforcing challenges faced by people released from prison, may play a role in improving the post-release outcomes for this group. Despite this, we have limited high-quality evidence to support service providers and policymakers to form evidence-based decisions to develop and evaluate programs and their effectiveness. To determine the current best evidence practice, I'm conducting a systematic review to identify literature describing supported accommodation services. This review will importantly critique the methodological quality of evaluations and describe the characteristics of these programs and their effectiveness. As I mentioned, this review is still underway and we're partway through full text screening. So far, it appears that the existing literature is lacking rigorous evaluations of supported accommodation, with limited descriptions of program components and theoretical frameworks, and there is considerable variation in how programs operate and are evaluated. On initial review, it appears that the majority of the literature is coming out of the US and the UK. That's not surprising, as the vast majority of incarcerated people globally are in the US, but there is a definite need for improved literature related to other contexts. Due to the difficulty identifying literature relevant to this review, I so far really strongly recommend publication of evaluation studies of supported accommodation services. These kinds of services really rely on evidence not only to inform their programs, but to support applications for future funding and expansion. To help achieve this review will be completed, and I will conduct workshops with service providers and interviews with service users to develop a program framework for supported accommodation incorporating the existing evidence with expertise of lived experience and service provision.